Chosen ones, God's voice is clear. The shift is happening now, and you're standing at the edge of a divine transformation that's already begun. This isn't a distant promise or a dream for tomorrow. The gates of heaven are swinging open, and your name is carved on them, marked by the Creator's hand. You're not here by chance. You're here because God has called you to step into a season of breakthroughs where every step you take aligns with His unstoppable plan. The shift is now, and it's time to move. Your life has been a journey of trials, hasn't it? You've walked through valleys that seemed endless, faced storms that tested every ounce of your strength. But those moments weren't meant to break you. They were forging you. Every tear, every doubt, every night you wondered if you'd make it through was preparation for this moment. God was shaping you into someone who could carry the weight of His calling. You're not just anyone. You're a chosen one, handpicked to shine in a world that's desperate for light. The shift happening now is the culmination of every battle you've won, every prayer you've whispered, every time you chose faith over fear. Pause for a second and feel that truth settle in your spirit. The Creator of the universe has been working behind the scenes, aligning every detail of your life for this exact season. The struggles you faced, financial strain, broken relationships, moments of feeling lost. Those weren't random. They were the fire refining you, burning away what doesn't belong to make room for God's abundance. And now the shift is here. The doors you've been knocking on are starting to open. The dreams you've held in your heart are taking root. Type 77 in the comments right now as a declaration that you're ready to receive what God has prepared. That number carries the energy of divine completion, a signal to heaven that you're stepping into this moment with faith. This shift isn't just about you getting what you want. It's about becoming who God always meant you to be. Picture a seed buried in the dark, pressed down by the weight of the soil. It doesn't stay hidden forever. It breaks through, reaching for the sun because that's what it was made to do. You're that seed, chosen one. The weight of your past, the pressure of your challenges was never meant to bury you. It was planting you. Now the ground is cracking open, and you're rising into a life of purpose, strength, and divine favor. God's plan is unfolding, and it's bigger than you can imagine. You might be wondering, how do I know this is for me? Look at your life. The fact that you're still standing, still hoping, still believing after everything you've been through, that's no accident. God's hand has been on you, guiding you through every storm. The shift happening now is His promise coming to life. It's the moment when your faith meets His power, when your prayers meet His answers. You're not waiting for a miracle anymore. The miracle is already in motion. Your job is to step forward, to trust that what's coming is greater than what you've left behind. Hit the like button right now to amplify this message and share it with other chosen ones. Subscribe to join thousands of souls who are walking this path of divine transformation. Your support sends this truth further, reaching those who need to hear it most. And if you're feeling the pull of this moment, type 777 in the comments again. Let the heavens know you're ready for what's unfolding. This shift isn't just spiritual. It's practical, tangible, real. Maybe you've been praying for a financial breakthrough, a new job, or healing in your body. God's saying, I've seen your need, and I'm moving. The shift is in the unexpected check arriving in the mail, the opportunity that comes out of nowhere, the strength you didn't know you had. It's in the way people start to see you differently, drawn to the light you carry. You're not just walking through life anymore. You're walking in purpose, and the world is starting to notice. Think about Joseph in the Bible. Sold into slavery, thrown into prison, forgotten by those he helped. Yet, in a single moment, God's shift came from a cell to a palace, from a prisoner to a leader. That's the kind of turnaround God has for you. It's not about where you've been, it's about where He's taking you. The shift is happening now, and it's pulling you out of lack, out of pain, out of the shadows, and into a life that reflects His glory. You're not defined by your past. You're defined by His promise. Some of you are feeling a stirring in your spirit right now, a knowing that this message is for you. That's God speaking directly to your heart. He's saying, don't wait another day. The shift isn't coming tomorrow or next year. It's now. The job you've been praying for, the peace you've been seeking, the love you've been longing for, it's already starting. God's timing is perfect. And He's positioned you for this exact moment. Don't let doubt hold you back. Step into this season with boldness, knowing that He's already gone before you. You've carried burdens for too long, haven't you? The weight of worry, the fear of not being enough, the pressure to figure it all out. God's saying, let it go. The shift means you don't have to carry that anymore. He's taking the load off your shoulders and replacing it with His peace. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a river, the current strong and steady. You don't have to swim against it. You just step in and it carries you. That's what this shift is. God's current pulling you toward His purpose, His provision, His plan. Type 777 in the comments one more time to seal this moment. It's a declaration that you're not just hearing this, you're claiming it. You're saying yes to God's shift. Yes to His plan. Yes to the life He's calling you into. This isn't about chasing dreams or forcing doors open. It's about trusting that God's already opening them. Your faith is the key, and your obedience is the step that unlocks it all. Let's talk about what this shift looks like in your life. It's not just about money or success, though those may come. It's about clarity. Seeing your path clearly for the first time. It's about confidence, knowing you're walking in God's will. It's about impact, using what He gives you to bless others. You're not just receiving blessings. You're becoming a blessing. The shift is God aligning your life with His kingdom. Where lack has no place, where fear has no power, where your purpose shines brighter than any obstacle. Look at Esther, a woman who went from an orphan to a queen. She didn't seek the throne. It was God's shift that placed her there. When the moment came, she didn't hesitate. She stepped into her calling, risking everything to save her people. That's what God's asking of you, not to shrink back, but to step up. The shift is your throne moment, where you rise into the role He's prepared for you. You're not just surviving anymore. You're reigning in His purpose. Some of you have been waiting for a sign. Haven't you? You've been asking God, is this real? Is this for me? This is your sign. The fact that you're hearing this, that your heart is stirring, that you feel a spark of hope, that's God's voice confirming it. The shift is happening now. And it's personal. It's not just a general promise. It's a specific word for you. God knows your name, your struggles, your dreams. He's saying, I see you and I'm moving. This shift doesn't mean everything will be easy. There will be moments when the enemy tries to pull you back, whispering doubts or throwing obstacles in your way. But here's the truth. No weapon formed against you will prosper. The shift is God's promise that you're already victorious. When challenges come, they're not here to stop you. They're here to strengthen you. You're not fighting for victory. You're fighting from victory. God's already won the battle. And you're walking in His triumph. Picture a tree standing tall in a storm. The winds howl, the rain pours, but its roots go deep. That's you, chosen one. Your roots are in God's truth, His love, His power. No storm can uproot you now. The shift is God strengthening those roots, making you unshakable. When others see you, standing firm, they'll wonder what's different about you. They'll see His light in you, His strength through you, His shift for you. If this message is speaking to you, hit the like button to spread this truth to others. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are stepping into God's plan together. Your engagement amplifies this message, reaching souls who need to hear that their shift is starting now. And if you haven't already, type 777 in the comments as your final declaration. It's your way of saying, I'm Alan, God. I'm ready for what's next. This shift is also about letting go of what's held you back. Maybe it's fear of failure or shame from the past or the need to please everyone. God's saying that's not your burden anymore. The shift is Him breaking those chains, setting you free to run toward His purpose. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing. God's power works through your willingness, turning your small steps into giant leaps. Think about Moses standing before the Red Sea with an army behind him and nowhere to go. He didn't have the answers, but he had God's promise. When he raised his staff, the sea parted. That's what's happening for you now. The shift is God parting the seas in your life, making a way where there seems to be none. All He asks is that you trust Him. That you take the step He's calling you to take. The path is already forming. You're not alone in this shift. God's angels are surrounding you. His Spirit is within you. His hand is guiding you. The shift is His promise that you're never walking alone. Even when you can't see the full picture, He's painting it. Even when you don't feel strong, He's your strength. The shift is His way of saying, I've got you, and I'm not letting go. Trust that. Lean into it. Let His peace wash over you as you step into this new season. This shift is also a call to action. Not just to sit and wait, but to move with purpose. God's opening doors, but you have to walk through them. He's giving you opportunities, but you have to seize them. The shift is Him aligning the pieces, but it's your faith that puts them together. Maybe it's starting that business, forgiving that person, or speaking that truth you've been holding back. Whatever it is, don't wait another day. The shift is now, and God's ready for you to act. Look at David, a shepherd boy facing a giant. He didn't wait for permission or for the perfect moment. He picked up his sling, trusted God, and ran toward Goliath. That's your call right now. The shift is your sling. Your faith is the stone. And God's power is the force behind it. Whatever giant you're facing, debt, fear, doubt, it's no match for what God's doing in you. Step out in faith and watch those giants fall. Some of you are feeling a fire in your spirit right now. A sense that this is your moment. That's God's Spirit, moving in you, confirming that the shift is real. Don't ignore it. Don't push it aside. This is the time to stand up, to claim what's yours, to walk boldly into the life God's prepared. The shift isn't just a change. It's a transformation. It's God taking everything you've been through and turning it into something beautiful, something powerful, something eternal. The shift is also about legacy. What you do now, the steps you take, the faith you show, it's not just for you, it's for your family, your community, the generations after you. God's shift in your life is planting seeds that will grow long after you're gone. You're not just living for today. You're building a future that reflects His glory. Every choice you make in this season is a brick in the foundation of His plan. Think about Abraham called to leave everything familiar for a land he didn't know. He didn't have a map or a guarantee. But he had God's word. That was enough. His faith started a nation, a legacy that still stands. Your shift is the same. It's God calling you to trust Him, to move forward, to build something that lasts. You're not just a person. You're a purpose, a promise, a legacy in the making. This shift is bigger than your circumstances. It's bigger than your bank account, your job, your struggles. It's God reordering your life to reflect His kingdom. It's Him taking what the enemy meant for harm and turning it for good. The shift is His way of saying, I'm not done with you. No matter how many times you've fallen, no matter how many dreams feel lost, God's saying, I'm still working and the best is yet to come. You might be thinking, but I've messed up. I've doubted. I'm not ready. Hear this. God doesn't call the perfect. He calls the willing. Your mistakes don't disqualify you. They prepare you. The shift is God taking your broken pieces and making a masterpiece. He's not looking for flawless. He's looking for faithful. And you, chosen one, have been faithful through it all. That's why this moment is yours. The shift is also a reminder that God's provision is limitless. He's not bound by the economy, by your past, by what others think you deserve. His storehouse is full and He's pouring it out on you. The shift is the overflow blessings you can't contain, favor you can't explain, opportunities you didn't earn. It's God saying, I'm giving you more than enough because I'm more than enough. Look at the woman at the well in the Bible. She came for water, but Jesus gave her living water. Something she didn't even know she needed. That's what's happening now. You came for one thing. Maybe a job, a breakthrough, a sign, but God's giving you something greater. The shift is Him filling you with purpose, with peace, with a life that overflows. You're not just getting by. You're thriving in His abundance. This shift is your invitation to dream bigger. God's not limited by your imagination. So why should you be? What's the vision He's placed in your heart? A business, a ministry, a family restored. The shift is God saying, go for it. He's not just opening doors. He's building new ones just for you. Step out in faith and watch Him make a way where there seems to be none. Some of you are feeling the weight of this moment, the reality that something is changing. That's God's Spirit confirming it in you. The shift is real and it's happening now. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt steal your moment. This is your time, chosen one. God's calling you to rise, to shine, to step into the life He's prepared. The shift is your birthright, your calling, your destiny. The shift is also about community. You're not walking this path alone. There are others, chosen ones like you, who are stepping into their season of transformation. When you hit that like button, when you subscribe, you're joining a family of believers who are claiming God's promises together. You're saying, I'm part of this movement. You're amplifying His message, spreading hope to those who need it. So do it now. Hit like, subscribe, and stand with thousands of souls who are rising in faith. Think about the early church in Acts. They didn't just survive. They thrived because they stood together. They prayed. They shared. They believed. That's what God's calling you to. A community of faith where your breakthrough inspires someone else's. Where your testimony becomes their hope. The shift isn't just for you. It's for everyone your life touches. Your light is meant to shine so others can find their way. This shift is also about timing. God's timing is perfect. And He's saying now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but now. The shift is the moment when everything aligns: your faith, His power, the opportunities He's prepared. Don't wait another day. The enemy will try to tell you to hold back, to play it safe. But God's saying, move. The shift is your green light, your go-ahead, your divine. Now look at Noah building an ark when there wasn't a cloud in the sky. People mocked him, doubted him, but he trusted God's timing. When the rain came, he was ready. That's you right now. The shift is God telling you to build, to act, to trust. The rain of His blessings is coming and you're already positioned for it. Don't let the world's doubt stop you. Keep building. Keep believing. Keep moving. The shift is also about identity. You're not who you used to be. The old labels, failure, unworthy, broken, those don't define you anymore. God's shift is Him renaming you. Chosen, blessed, victorious. You're not defined by what you've done, or what's been done to you. You're defined by His love, His call, His purpose. Walk in that identity. Hold your head high, knowing you're a child of the King. Some of you are feeling a release right now, a sense that chains are breaking. That's the shift. It's God setting you free from the lies that held you back. The fears that kept you small. You're stepping into a new version of yourself, one that's bold, confident, aligned with His will. The shift is Him saying, this is who I created you to be. Embrace it. Live it. Shine in it. The shift is also about vision. God's giving you eyes to see what others can't. Where they see obstacles, you see opportunities. Where they see lack, you see abundance. This shift is God sharpening your vision, helping you see His plan clearly. It's like standing on a mountain, looking out, at a horizon that stretches beyond what you thought was possible. That's where He's taking you beyond your limits, beyond your dreams, into His reality. Think about Elisha, who saw chariots of fire when others saw only an army. His eyes were open to God's reality, not the world's. That's what the shift is doing for you. Opening your eyes to see His provision, His protection, His plan. You're not surrounded by problems. You're surrounded by His power. Trust that vision. Walk in it. Let it guide you. This shift is your moment to rise above. The world may try to pull you down to keep you in the same old patterns, but God's saying, not anymore. The shift is Him lifting you higher, placing you where you belong. You're not meant to struggle. You're meant to soar. The shift is your wings, your freedom, your call to rise into everything He's promised. Some of you are sensing a pull to act. To do something bold. That's God's Spirit nudging you. The shift isn't just something to feel. It's something to live. Maybe it's a conversation you need to have, a decision you need to make, a step you need to take. Don't wait. The shift is happening now. And God's waiting for you to move with Him. Trust His voice. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. The shift is also about gratitude. Look back at how far God's brought you. Every moment you thought you wouldn't make it, He carried you. Every time you felt alone, He was there. The shift is His reminder that He's never left you and He never will. Take a moment to thank Him. Let gratitude fill your heart because it opens the door to even more blessings. The shift is God saying, I've done this before and I'm doing it again. Look at the Israelites at the Jordan River. They stood at the edge, wondering how they'd cross. But God told them to step in, and the waters parted. That's your shift right now. You're at the edge. And God saying, step. The waters of your challenges, your fears, your doubts, they're parting. The shift is, God making a way. And all He asks is that you trust Him enough to take that step. This shift is also about authority. God's giving you authority to walk in His power, to speak His truth, to live His purpose. You're not a bystander in this season. You're a force. The shift is Him handing you the keys to His kingdom. Saying, go change the world. You're not just receiving blessings, you're releasing them. Your words, your actions, your faith. They carry weight now. Use them wisely. Think about Daniel in the lion's den. He didn't beg for safety. He stood in God's authority. The lions couldn't touch him because God's power was greater. That's you in this shift. The lions of fear, lack, and doubt can't touch you because God's authority is in you. Walk in that power. Speak with that confidence. Live with that boldness. The shift is your moment to claim what's yours. Some of you are feeling a warmth in your spirit, a sense that something's breaking open. That's the shift. It's God moving in you. Through you, for you. The shift is His promise coming alive, His plan unfolding, His power rising. Don't hold back. Let that fire burn. Let that hope rise. Let that faith lead you. The shift is here. And it's yours to claim. The shift is also about restoration. What the enemy stole, your peace, your joy, your dreams, God's giving it back. The shift is him rebuilding what was broken, renewing what was lost, restoring what was taken. You're not starting over. You're stepping into something greater. The shift is God saying, I'm making all things new. Trust him to restore, to renew, to rebuild. Look at Job, who lost everything, but held fast to God. In the end, God didn't just replace what was lost. He doubled it. That's the shift God has for you. It's not just about getting back what you had. It's about receiving more than you could imagine. The shift is his restoration, his abundance, his promise fulfilled. Step into it with expectation, knowing he's faithful. This shift is your call to shine. The world needs your light, chosen one. The shift is God positioning you to be a beacon, a testimony, a force for good. Your life is a story of his faithfulness. And this shift is the next chapter. Don't hide your light. Don't dim your faith. The shift is God saying, shine because I'm with you. Let the world see his glory through you. Some of you are wondering, what do I do next? The shift is God's answer. Trust, act, believe. Trust his plan, even when it's unclear. Act on his leading, even when it feels risky. Believe in his promises even when the world doubts. The shift is him guiding you step by step into a life that reflects his heart. You don't need all the answers. You just need him. The shift is also about surrender. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to carry the weight alone. The shift is God saying, give it to me. Surrender your fears, your plans, your doubts. Let him carry them. The shift is his Spirit taking over, leading you where you couldn't go on your own. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving into his power, his love, his plan. Think about Mary, who said yes to God's call without knowing the full cost. Her surrender birthed a miracle. Your surrender in this shift will do the same. It's not about losing control. It's about gaining his power. The shift is God inviting you to say yes, to trust him, to let him work. Say yes today and watch the miracles unfold. This shift is your moment to break free. The chains of the past, the lies of the enemy, the limits you've placed on yourself, they're falling away. The shift is God setting you free to run, to dream, to live. You're not bound anymore. You're not small anymore. The shift is him expanding your life, your vision, your impact. Step into that freedom. And don't look back. Look at Lazarus dead in the tomb for 4 days. Jesus didn't just call him out. He gave him new life. That's your shift. What felt dead in your life, your hope, your dreams, your purpose, God's calling it out. The shift is him breathing life into what you thought was gone. You're not just alive. You're thriving because his power is in you. The shift is also about alignment. God's aligning your life with his purpose, your heart with his will, your steps with his path. Everything that's felt out of place. Your job, your relationships, your dreams is coming into focus. The shift is God putting the pieces together, making your life a reflection of his plan. Trust the process. Trust his hand. Trust his heart. Some of you are feeling a surge of hope right now. A sense that something big is coming. That's the shift. It's God stirring your spirit, preparing you for what's next. Don't ignore it. Don't doubt it. The shift is real and it's happening now. You're not waiting for your moment. You're in it. Step forward with faith, knowing God's already moving. The shift is also about multiplication. God's not just giving you enough. He's giving you overflow. The shift is Him multiplying your resources, your opportunities, your impact. What you touch will prosper. What you plant will grow. The shift is God saying, I'm making you fruitful. Your life is becoming a garden of His blessings, bearing fruit for His glory. Think about the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish. He gave what he had. And Jesus multiplied it to feed thousands. That's your shift. Bring what you have, your faith, your effort, your heart, and God will multiply it. The shift is Him taking your small offering and turning it into something that changes lives. Trust Him to multiply. Trust Him to provide. This shift is your call to lead. God's not just changing your life. He's positioning you to change others. The shift is Him raising you up as a leader, a light, a voice. You're not here to follow the crowd. You're here to show the way. The shift is God giving you influence, not for your glory, but for His. Step into that role with humility, with faith, with courage. Look at Deborah, a judge and prophetess who led with wisdom and strength. She didn't wait for someone else to step up. She answered God's call. That's what the shift is for you. It's God saying, lead. Whether it's in your family, your workplace, or your community, the shift is Him empowering you to make a difference. Don't shrink back. Step up and watch Him work. The shift is also about healing. God's not just changing your circumstances. He's healing your heart. The wounds of the past, the pain you've carried, the scars you've hidden. The shift is Him touching those places, making you whole. You're not defined by your hurt anymore. The shift is God saying, I'm restoring your soul. Let His healing flow. Let His love mend you. Some of you are feeling a release. A lightness in your spirit. That's the shift. It's God lifting the burdens, healing the wounds, setting you free. The shift is Him saying, you're not broken anymore. You're whole. You're strong. You're His. Walk in that healing. Let it change how you see yourself, how you live, how you love. The shift is your new beginning. The shift is also about destiny. This moment, this season, this message, it's all part of God's plan to bring you into your purpose. You're not wandering anymore. The shift is God guiding you to your destiny, aligning your life with His eternal plan. Every step you take, now is a destiny, leading you closer to the fullness of what He's called you to be. Trust the journey. Trust His hand. Think about Paul struck blind on the road to Damascus. In a moment, his life shifted from persecutor to apostle, from darkness to light. That's your shift. God's taking you from where you were to where you're meant to be. The shift is Him redirecting your path, rewriting your story, fulfilling His purpose. You're not lost. You're found, and you're on your way. This shift is your moment to claim what's yours. The promises God made, the dreams He planted, the life He designed, they're not in the future, there now. The shift is God saying, take hold of it. Don't wait another day. Don't let fear steal your moment. The shift is happening and it's yours to embrace. Step into it with faith, with boldness, with trust in His unfailing love. Look at Ruth, who left everything to follow God's call. She didn't know the outcome, but she trusted. The shift in her life took her from a widow to a woman of legacy, part of the lineage of Christ. That's what's waiting for you. The shift is God turning your story into something eternal. Trust Him. Follow Him. Let the shift unfold. The shift is also about power. Not the world's power built on control or wealth, but God's power rooted in love and truth. The shift is Him filling you with His Spirit, giving you strength to do what you couldn't before. You're not weak anymore. The shift is God saying, I'm your strength, walk in that power. Live in that truth. Let it change everything. Some of you are feeling a boldness rising, a courage you didn't know you had. That's the shift. It's God's Spirit empowering you, equipping you, lifting you. The shift is Him saying, you're ready. You're not the same person you were yesterday. The shift is transforming you, preparing you, positioning you. Step into that power and don't look back. The shift is also about joy. God's not just giving you provision or purpose. He's giving you joy. The shift is Him replacing your sorrow with laughter, your heaviness with lightness. You're not meant to live in despair. The shift is God saying, my joy is your strength. Let it fill you. Let it overflow. Let it shine through you. Think about Nehemiah rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem. Despite opposition, despite challenges, he worked with joy because he knew God was with him. That's your shift. The walls of your life, your dreams, your purpose, are being rebuilt. And joy is your foundation. The shift is God's promise that you can rebuild with a smile, knowing He's in control. This shift is your moment to trust. Trust that God's plan is good. Trust that His timing is perfect. Trust that His promises are true. The shift is Him saying, I'm faithful. You've seen Him move before through the storms, through the pain, through the impossible. The shift is Him moving again, bigger, stronger, more powerful. Trust Him now and watch what He does. Look at Hannah, who prayed through her tears for a child. God didn't just answer her prayer. He gave her Samuel, a prophet who changed a nation. That's your shift. Your prayers, your tears, your faith. They're not in vain. The shift is God answering not just with what you asked, but with more than you dreamed. Trust His heart. Trust His plan. The shift is also about influence. God's not just changing you. He's using you to change others. The shift is Him giving you a voice, a platform, a purpose that impacts lives. You're not here to blend in. You're here to stand out. The shift is God saying, your life is a testimony. Live it boldly. Share it freely. Let it inspire. Some of you are feeling a call to step out, to speak, to act. That's the shift. It's God nudging you to use your gifts, to share your story, to make a difference. The shift is Him saying, you're ready to lead. Don't hold back. The world needs your voice, your faith, your light. The shift is God amplifying you for His glory. The shift is also about peace. In a world of chaos, God's giving you peace that surpasses understanding. The shift is Him calming the storms in your heart, quieting the noise in your mind. You don't have to strive anymore. The shift is God saying, "Rest in me." Let His peace guide you, ground you, fill you. Think about Jesus asleep in the boat during the storm. His disciples panicked, but He was at peace because He knew who was in control. That's your shift. The storms of life may rage, but the shift is God giving you His peace, His confidence, His calm. Rest in it, trust in it, live in it. This shift is your moment to soar. God's not just lifting you. He's launching you. The shift is Him giving you wings to rise above your circumstances, your fears, your limits. You're not bound by the ground anymore. The shift is God saying, "Fly." So spread your wings, trust His wind, and soar into the life He's prepared. Look at Elijah carried to heaven in a chariot of fire. His life wasn't ordinary. It was extraordinary because he trusted God's call. That's your shift. You're not meant for ordinary. The shift is God taking you to new heights, new places, new purposes. Don't settle for less. Soar in His power, His love, His plan. The shift is also about faith. It's not just about believing. It's about acting on that belief. The shift is God saying, "You've believed in me. Now walk in me." Every step you take in faith is a step into His promises. The shift is Him turning your belief into reality, your hope into truth, your faith into victory. Some of you are feeling a spark, a nudge to take that step. That's the shift. It's God saying, "Now's the time." Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for the fear to disappear. The shift is God saying, "I'm with you." Take the step. Make the move. Trust His voice and watch Him make a way. The shift is also about provision. God's not just meeting your needs. He's exceeding them. The shift is Him opening the storehouses of heaven, pouring out blessings you can't contain. You're not scraping by anymore. The shift is God saying, "I'm your provider." Trust His supply. Expect His abundance. Live in His overflow. Think about the widow with a handful of flour and a little oil. Elijah told her to give. And God multiplied it. That's your shift. What you have, no matter how small, is enough in God's hands. The shift is Him taking your little and making it much, your lack, and making it abundance. Give what you have and watch Him multiply it. This shift is your moment to shine. Chosen one. God's not hiding you anymore. He's revealing you. The shift is Him placing you where the world can see His glory in you, your life, your story, your faith. It's a light that can't be dimmed. The shift is God saying, "Let it shine." So shine brightly, boldly, unapologetically. Look at the stars in the sky created to light up the darkness. That's you in this shift. You're not just a light. You're a constellation. A story of God's faithfulness written across the heavens. The shift is Him placing you where your light can guide others. Inspire others. Lead others to Him. Don't hide. Shine. The shift is also about courage. God's not just giving you opportunities. He's giving you the courage to seize them. The shift is Him strengthening your heart, steadying your hands, lifting your voice. You're not afraid anymore. The shift is God saying, I'm your courage. Step out. Speak up. Stand firm. Think about Gideon called from hiding in a wine press to lead an army. He didn't feel ready, but God's shift gave him courage to do the impossible. That's your shift. You may not feel ready, but God's saying, I've equipped you. The shift is His courage flowing through you, enabling you to do what you never thought possible. This shift is your moment to claim victory. The battles you've fought, the tears you've cried, they're not the end of your story. The shift is God declaring your victory, sealing your triumph, crowning your faith. You're not a victim. You're a victor. The shift is Him saying, the battle is mine and you've won. Some of you are feeling a release, a sense that the fight is over. That's the shift. It's God saying, it's done. The struggles you've carried, the weights you've borne, they're lifting. The shift is Him giving you victory. Not because you earned it, but because He won it for you. Walk in that victory. Live in that truth. The shift is also about purpose. Every moment of your life has been leading to this. The shift is God revealing why you're here. What you're called to do, who you're called to be. You're not wandering anymore. The shift is Him guiding you into the fullness of your purpose, where every step feels right. Every decision feels clear. Every moment feels alive. Look at Jeremiah, called before he was born to be a prophet to the nations. He didn't choose his purpose. God did. That's your shift. God's chosen your purpose. And the shift is Him bringing you into it. You're not just living, you're fulfilling a divine calling. Embrace it. Trust it. Live it fully. The shift is also about hope. God's not just changing your life. He's filling it with hope that can't be shaken. The shift is Him saying, I'm your hope. No matter what comes. No matter what you face, the shift is His promise that hope will carry you through. Let it anchor you, let it guide you. Let it shine. Think about the disciples after the resurrection. They were scared, hiding, hopeless. But Jesus' return shifted everything. Their fear turned to boldness, their doubt to faith, their despair to hope. That's your shift. God's turning your fear into courage, your doubt into trust, your despair into hope. The shift is Him breathing new life into you. This shift is your moment to rise, chosen one. God's calling you higher, deeper, stronger. The shift is Him saying you're ready for more. More faith, more purpose, more impact. The shift is Him lifting you into a life that reflects His heart. His power, His love. Don't settle. Rise into it. Look at Peter, who went from denying Jesus to preaching to thousands. The shift in his life wasn't just a moment. It was a transformation. That's your shift. God's taking you from where you were to where you're meant to be. The shift is Him saying, I'm not done with you. Rise up and let Him work. The shift is also about connection. God's not just changing you. He's connecting you with others who share His vision. The shift is Him bringing divine relationships, divine opportunities, divine alignments into your life. You're not alone anymore. The shift is God saying, I'm building your tribe. Embrace it. Trust it. Let it grow. Some of you are sensing new doors opening. New people entering your life. That's the shift. It's God connecting you with those who will walk with you, support you, lift you higher. The shift is Him saying, I'm surrounding you with my people. Don't resist it. Welcome it. Let these connections shape your future. The shift is also about clarity. God's not just moving in your life. He's giving you eyes to see His plan. The shift is Him clearing the fog, sharpening your focus, showing you the path. You're not confused anymore. The shift is God saying, this is the way. Walk in it. Trust in it. Live in it. Think about Isaiah who saw the Lord high and lifted up. That vision shifted his life, giving him clarity to speak God's truth. That's your shift. God's giving you a vision of His plan, His purpose, His power. The shift is Him saying, see what I see. Let that vision guide you, inspire you, lead you. This shift is your moment to believe. God's not just working. He's waiting for your faith to meet His power. The shift is Him saying, believe me. Believe that He's good, believe that He's faithful. Believe that He's moving. The shift is your faith turning into reality. Your trust turning into triumph. Look at the woman who touched Jesus' cloak. She believed and her faith made her whole. That's your shift. Your faith is the key that unlocks God's promises. The shift is Him saying, your faith is enough. Believe now. Act now. Trust now. The shift is happening and it's yours to claim. The shift is also about transformation. God's not just tweaking your life. He's remaking it. The shift is Him taking every part of you, your heart, your mind, your dreams, and shaping them into something new. You're not the same anymore. The shift is God saying, I'm making you new. Embrace it. Live it. Be it. Some of you are feeling a change deep within. A sense that you're becoming someone new. That's the shift. It's God transforming you from the inside out, making you a vessel for His glory. The shift is Him saying, you're my masterpiece, let Him work. Let Him shape you. Let Him shine through you. The shift is also about abundance. God's not just giving you enough. He's giving you overflow. The shift is Him opening the floodgates, pouring out blessings you can't contain. You're not in lack anymore. The shift is God saying, I'm your source. Trust His provision. Expect His abundance. Live in His overflow.